The following video contains flashing lights and colors that may be harmful to viewers suffering from epilepsy and other similar conditions. As such, we strongly recommend that you proceed with caution. For your convenience, we will provide a 10-second warning prior to the event so that affected viewers may take the appropriate actions to prevent any further harm. As for the rest of you, please enjoy us acting like utter morons as usual. Thank you. Welcome back, everyone, to Final Fantasy VII. So, if you recall, this here is Fort Condor. This is where we passed it up first time around. But now we gotta deal with this. And kind of like with Gaia's Cliff, I really don't care for this part. This is actually something I hope gets tweaked or something in the HD remake, because this is fucking tedious.
I remember this now.
Alrighty, so here on Fort Condor, there is a reactor and everything, but on top of the reactor is the eponymous Condor. And the Shinra soldiers, they're pretty much invading, because they're like, hey, we want the Huge Materia and everything, and they're like, well, no, the reactor is, that's the home for the Condors now. You can't just waltz in and just do as you please. So we gotta help them in this little battle.
Right.
Alright.
Yeah, so these two, like your item and weapons, that's what they sell. They will not sell to you unless you actually talk to this guy and agree to help them out. Then they'll sell to you.
Huh.
But by this point, yeah, they don't really have all that much to offer, because, like I said, we're a little too far into the game to really need anything they've got.
Alright.
Mm-hmm.
Why, yes, you claws, that is a condor on top of this mountain.
Don't have the ability to fight the Shinra ourselves. That's why we have hired soldiers to help us. As our sponsor, you can help us with a contribution or fighting alongside.
So, yeah. Bring a lot of money with you, because you're paying for all of this.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I saw how much gil we had beforehand, so I guess that is kind of a good thing.
Oh, yeah, I mean, we got plenty of money and everything, it's just, still, it's... Make sure you bring enough. Because this is basically, this is another little mini game that we gotta deal with. But it's like, the mini game, I guess you can call it like a strategy type game, I guess.
Isn't this like tower defense in a sense?
Kind of. I mean, you'll see when we get to it, but it's just...
Yeah.
Yep, so you just gotta go north, and you just talk to this guy, and... There you go.
Here, let me tell you what look out. Oh.
Yep, so that's the Condor that they're trying to protect.
So, wait, this may sound like a dumb question, but that condor, is that like a statue of a condor, or is that like a living, breathing condor?
That's a living and breathing condor.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah.
Cause like, man, that condor seemed like really fast asleep and perfectly still, as if he was a statue.
That's just CG for you.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Alright, so basically this talk to this guy to get an idea as to, what the hell we're going up against. So, pretty much, what we're gonna be doing is, Shinra soldiers are gonna be marching their way up this mountain to get to the top. We have to, prevent it from happening, and the only way we can do that is to build traps and hire various soldiers that can, basically, we have to, like, we gotta kind of, like, put them all around this mountain and everything. And each of these things costs money to put out. So this is where I'm saying, make sure you bring enough, money with you. So we got this mountain here, so, anything, like, where you see where it's an X, that means we can't place anything, so once the X is off, you can place something there.
So it's only from that little path that leads upwards.
At least as far as getting set up.
Okay.
So various traps are things like boulder traps, fireball traps, that kind of stuff. And then as for your actual mobile units, you got your standard soldiers, you've got clerics for healing, you've got archers that are good for flying enemies, you've got guys that can set up bomb traps, and then you've got soldiers that are specific for, like, specific kinds of enemies, like beast enemies and humanoid enemies, that kind of stuff. So, the whole idea is to, I guess, try and get, like, an even balance. Like, I usually focus a little bit more on trying to get some of the actual mobile soldiers. I throw a couple of, like, traps, like the rolling boulders and stuff, more near in the top as, like, your last line of defense. But other than that, just kind of scatter around what exactly you need. And like I said, like, yeah, each of these things costs 400 gil at least.
Now, while you're setting up your soldiers and your defenses and all of that, like, there's no time limit to get everything all set up or whatnot. You just take as much time as you need, and then the soldiers start heading up to the condor, or after some time the Shinra soldiers will eventually head upwards while you're still setting up.
No, right now we are setting up. There is no limit as far as setting up.
Yeah, I remember this being the one thing I never really bothered with when I played through this game.
I know, it's like, this is the only part, I mean, you can technically do this minigame multiple times and stuff. Like, if we were to come here, before, when we had access to it, we technically could do it. But, I mean, there is really no reward or anything. Like, you're not getting the Huge Materia really early or anything by doing this. Right. So, there's literally no reason for you to bother with this until now, when you pretty much have no choice.
Yeah, plus I can only imagine, like, seeing as how you're not getting, like, any other rewards, like, if you do it, like, 2 or more times, it's like, you'll be more so wasting money than anything else. Just because you have to spend even more money a second time just to set up these exact same defenses.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like I said, like, at this point, I'm just throwing shit out at this point. You can have a maximum of, I believe it's 20 units.
Alright. Yeah, you know what? Honestly, this kind of minigame right here, this is something that I never would have expected from a Final Fantasy game. This is actually rather interesting. Because I remembered, like, in years past, like, heck, even when I was at college or, like, in early high school or whatnot, one game that everybody kept going on about was this one tower defense-like game. And I think it was called, Bloons Tower Defense. And yeah, it's basically laid down like this, pretty much, where it's like, yeah, these balloons go in one set path, and if they get to the other end, then you lose health, and then after some time, if you lose health, the game is over. But it was so much fun, because you get to upgrade everything, like your defenses, and heck, you can even turn, like, these monkeys into, like, super monkeys, and they would just be popping all these deadly balloons like crazy. But yeah.
Yeah, it's like, that actually sounds remotely interesting, because there's actual thought put into this. This, however, there's really not all that much. I mean, it's just, move the unit to whatever they're strong against and just kill everything. Now, mind you, I've put this on the highest speed that the game allows, and just look at how slow this is.
Yeah.
Look how slow they're moving. And this is on their highest speed setting. This is bullshit.
Yeah, this was another reason why I never really bothered with this and why I kind of don't like it myself.
Yeah. So I'm saying, fuck it, we're fast forwarding this shit.
Actually, funny thing about that, I honestly did not realize that there was like a set speed that you can set this on until I just now looked at the bottom right corner. So I was like, oh, okay. Wow, yeah, that is some really fast speed there. Gotta go fast?
I am fast forwarding because this literally took me like 20 minutes. And the entire thing is you just gotta keep plowing through them until like the boss monster shows up, and once you kill the boss monster, then alright, you win by default. But you gotta kill a bunch of these things before the boss monster shows up. So that's like, you're literally wasting 20 minutes for that fucker to show up.
Yeah, I can understand why it would take like God knows how long to get through this entire minigame and whatnot. Because like you brought up, not only is even the highest speed like hardly fast at all, but yeah, I noticed that like every time one of your soldiers ends up taking on one of those monsters, it's like the game solely focuses on that one soldier and that one creature until there's like a decided victor. So it feels like every encounter that one of your soldiers has with the creatures, it pretty much stops everything else, and it just makes the minigame like drag on even longer.
So there you go. I just saved you guys 20 minutes of bullshit.
Completely understandable. Also, yeah, I'm also kind of disappointed that even with a game like Final Fantasy, with this minigame, they never give you the option to give you any upgrades, like with your soldiers, with defenses or whatnot.
Yeah, this is where that's where I'm hoping, like, if they are to keep this minigame in the HD remake, that maybe they'll add those kinds of tweaks and shit to make it a little bit more interesting.
Right, I guess first and foremost, like, I'll probably have to make, like, all the, the speed in general faster, and the standard mooks that come up the mountain, like, even more tough to come across.
I'm sorry, what just happened?
Well, the condor slipped.
The condor exploded.
Oh,
but
and this little baby golden condor.
And we get the Phoenix Materia.
Oh my god.
So the Phoenix Materia, this is one of the best summons in the game because, and it's a staple in the Final Fantasy series. It does fire damage, but it will also revive any and all fallen party members.
Oh, that makes sense.
So it's a great summon to have as a backup.
Very nice.
Yep, so that's pretty much our rewards. So we get the Huge Materia, and we get Phoenix too. So not a bad reward.
Yeah, just like last time, we got the Huge Materia.
I just wish I didn't have to put.
And also.
Yeah, I just wish that I didn't have to put up with 20 minutes of that bullshit minigame just to get the Phoenix Materia.
At least you only have to do it once.
Yeah, true, but still.
Yeah,
it's just,
yeah.
It is very annoying to sit through it.
Yeah. I mean, even with the fact that with the whole tedious portion of that entire minigame, it's like at least the one reward you get out of it is still relatively worth it.
Yeah.
And considering that, yeah, like you brought up, you get no reward for doing it a second time, it's like now you have even more of a reason not to do it a second time. As if the highest speed and how unintimidating those standard monsters were, as if that wasn't enough.
Yep. So now we're gonna check up on Cloud and Tifa in Mideel. There's one more huge materia that we need to go after, but we're not going to go for it quite yet. You know, we're going to go check up on Cloud and Tifa first, but that materia is in Junon.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, as you can see, it's like, yeah, we really don't need any of this, you know. We're a little too far in.
Yeah.
It's like, I think we'll manage.
I mean, like, you know, and you would think, like, you know, because this place, like, you can buy, like, the materia that you can buy, it's like you can buy and manipulate. You can buy Death Blow. It's like, you know, really good command materia. So, I mean, I suppose if you missed out on them, you can buy them here, but I didn't, so to me, it's fucking pointless.
Yeah.
I'm lost in the calm of the music again.
After all these serious and intimidating things we've been running into, it's like, oh yeah, this is definitely a nice change of pace.
Damn straight.
And then we get back onto the airship, and it's like, oh god, I don't like this anymore.
Yeah, so just head on back to Mideel. There's a puppy.
Oh.
Come with me, puppy. Alrighty, so
what's that, boy? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, so here there's an elixir.
Wait a minute.
Wait. Wait.
It really does not matter what the hell you say here.
Wow.
Because if you say no, then the gold man's gonna be like, I could have sworn I had something there. And if you tell him, you know, like I did, it's like, yeah, I'm taking it. And they're like, this guy's weird. Just let him take it.
Oh,
it's like, so it literally, it does not matter.
Quick, boy, Tifa's in the well. Let's go.
Oh boy.
Oh god, and now the planet's angry.
They're coming.
They are coming.
Apparently Cloud knows something.
Also, I apologize to anybody that suffers from seizures.
Oh.
Because, yeah, there's gonna be a lot of flashing colors here.
You should probably put up a seizure warning.
Yeah,
I
was just about to say, in that case, you may want to put some warning, like even before this episode even starts.
Yeah,
or at least before this cutscene.
Yeah, that's where it's like I'm just giving you guys the fair warning now and everything. I mean, it's like they go a tad overboard with the flashing colors and shit here.
Oh, hey, it's weapon.
Yep. So this is Ultima Weapon.
Alright, come on, you! Wait, what was that, Sid? I don't know, just a bunch of symbols. If you couldn't tell what was being said from the text there. Okay, anyway.
Alrighty, so, Ultima Weapon, for the most part, isn't really that difficult. It's like, you know, yeah, he doesn't have, like, a whole lot of powerful spells or anything, so, at least for this first encounter, and yes, this is a first encounter.
Yeah.
This isn't really anything bad.
Wait, did the slow actually work on that thing?
Yeah, slow works on him.
Huh. Ah, nice regen. And it's not.
Nope.
It's a machine.
Well, no poison.
It's a machine. Poison types don't work on steel types.
Alrighty. And he. Death Gigas!
I mean, I guess if it's a machine, then we know that it should be weak to lightning, right? If the Shinra's taught us anything.
Well, that's pretty much what Death Gigas comes into play, because Death Gigas here is lightning elemental.
Right, I knew that. Perfect.
Ooh, whew. That's actually some pretty good damage there. And you still can't steal anything. Come on.
And that's it.
Oh.
Oh, it's just gonna fly away
Yep.
now?
My
Flies
planet
away.
needs me. Alright, well.
Yep.
No
You
rewards,
get
'cause
nothing.
it ran away.
Well, you get nothing because he runs away. So.
Bye
Bye, Ultima Weapon.
Screw this, I'm out.
We'll see you much later.
I'll be back. Tap
Like escape
burn.
is their best skill.
Good burn by Vincent. Oh, Jesus. God, yeah, you were not kidding, Danny. They were just having it going way overboard with the flashing colors.
Field day.
Jesus.
That's where it's like. This is where it's like another. Again, it's like, oh, I hope they tone this down or find some other way in the HD remake, because I really don't want people that have like, you know, that suffer from seizures and shit to like be like, you know, hurt in an HD version of this with the flashing colors and shit.
Actually, I'm trying to recall, like, when it, like, it might be, I don't know if this might be, like, a touchy subject or whatnot, like, now we bring up, like, seizures and whatnot. It's like, do seizures get triggered, like, only if it's only flashing colors, or just flashing lights in general?
I think it's flashing lights in general, but that's why they usually say, like, you know, if you're gonna watch something that has, like, that kind of, like, flashing lights and shit, like, be it colors or lights, you know, watch it in a well-lit room, you know, keep yourself at a distance away from the TV, you know. They give off those kinds of warnings.
Okay, alright, because I'm not gonna say too much, because we're not at that point in Abe's Exodus yet, but there is one part in Abe's Exodus that it does contain, like, flashing lights or whatnot, so I wasn't exactly sure if it's just involved, like, just, like, lights in general, or specifically just flashing colors.
Yeah, I'd play it safe and just say it's both.
Right, okay, yeah, that's good to know.
Alrighty, so with that said, join us in the next video. Oh boy, the next part. This is gonna be interesting.
I don't know if I should think this is something really good or really bad.
Tune in next time.